What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video I've decided to give you a very vague, very brief little sort of look behind the scenes at what I'm doing for my AFTRS application. Obviously I can't go too in-depth because it's like an actual application and I really want to get to this course. If I get accepted, I'll go a lot deeper and I'll actually read you what my winning entries were. Might even make a little series out of it because there's 3 of them. Excuse me. The first one, and I've got a little page of notes, is a little essay on myself. I know I did a video talking about my film folio. That's it, written out in list form. That's what it looks like. It is quite detailed. And then I've got 4 little dot points at the top here. You can't really see the actual dashes, but there's 4 little dot points. There's 1 here, 1 here, and then 2 more here. And they're all about sort of, in broad strokes, my journey and sort of how my particular way of storytelling came around, what my story behind that is, and I can make that my own story. I can tell that particular part, but the whole application, I can't tell you the whole application thing. The second part is my own creative work, which obviously I've done 18 films. And if I'm being completely honest, I would relish the chance to be able to remake them in a more professional manner, as I continue to grow and learn, and sort of hone my craft. I'd love to go back and revisit some of these, because they have a special place in my heart. And so for that, my creative work is actually going to be writing an actual script for the 2011 film that I made when I first started my TAFE course, which again, if I can make a digital copy of, will be posted next month. It's going to take a lot to do so, but I'm going to drop it next month. And the reason it's going to take a lot of strength is because I'm in it. I'm like the main character. And it's my first film. It's 10 years old. It's a baby face. It's a baby face, and you can tell my 20s have been kind to me. They really have. So yeah, that's gonna be fun for you guys, not so much for me. But I'm actually writing a plot for it, like a script. I've got my, wow, that is super bright. Let's turn the brightness all the way down. Can you see where you can see there? Cool. I'm gonna try and get in a little bit. You can see that it's got 2 pages at the top here. I'm on page 1 at the moment. Covering up the actual script because obviously I can't, much as I'd love to, I can't show you guys. So yeah, now that is at the moment with some dialogue included, because the film itself is a silent film. This is some dialogue included, but essentially it's just shot for shot what the original film was. So that should give you an idea of how long this is. It's only going to be it's literally only going to be like a 2-minute video. I may try and extend that video with this sort of a thing afterwards, but otherwise it's just going to be the film. Now I'm allowed 5 pages for my application form, so I can double that and then some, which means that I can actually focus more on my main character, which is the character that I played, and their particular character arc, and turn it into an actual beginning, middle, end style story. Try and use the first page to sort of set up our character and what they're like. Usually our middle 3 is my plan to put in all of our complications, and then our 5th page for how that changes them, so we can actually get an arc. But otherwise, that's actually going pretty well. I'm going to be working on both of these when I finish making this video. And then the third one is a critical analysis of a piece of Australian work. And I've chosen a play, specifically the 2012 production of The Boys. We're not talking the Amazon TV show. We're talking the stage play. This was the promotional image. It's actually on the front cover of my play, but I think my copy of the actual play, which I have signed by the actors as well, is out with a bunch of my other stuff. I don't know it's actually in my room. I would have to double check. So yeah. That's what I've got. I don't really know how much more I can sort of tell you guys. With my critical analysis, I have to sort of describe how it impacted me, and how it reflects my way of storytelling. And if you watched my film folio video, you'll know a lot of my films had an element of crime in them. I don't know why. I think it's because like police procedurals and crime shows are my mother's preferred genre, and me being able to make something that I knew that she would find enjoyment in watching because it fit her genre that she enjoys. I think that sort of came into it a little bit, potentially. But The Boys is it's actually based on a real life crime that happened, where, and again, it's a crime, so we're not condoning this behaviour. I think it was back in the 80s. Let me just see if I can. If I go out of the images. Loading itself. Where are we here? Let me just research it. Here we go. There was a film based on it. I haven't seen the film, but hopefully this will going to tell me, is it? Unless I go on to... Here we are. Based on a play by Gordon Graham influenced by the 1986 murder of Anita Cobby. Where I believe she was also sexually assaulted before her death, potentially afterwards as well. I'm not really sure on those particular facts, but the whole play sort of plays from the perspective of the boys, the ones that murdered her, and it sort of reflects and tries to sort of, I don't know, I don't think it tries to excuse their behaviour, but I think it tries to make up some sort of a narrative of like a behind the scenes from the boys' perspective, to try and, you know, make sense of why they did what they did. So yeah, you see them dealing with their mother, their girlfriends, you know, of which, you know, one has like, you know, a really sort of easygoing relationship, another's got, you know, sort of a partner that doesn't really approve of the rest of the family. Another's is really clingy because they're young and they're pregnant, and they just, you know, sort of want to be with their partner. And so they've all got these influences in their lives, that they just try to sort of shackle off, you know, they want to sort of break free, and obviously, again, not excusing their behaviour, but it tries to explore the why they committed the crime. But it was also my first live performance that I saw, including concerts, including comedy shows. This play, specifically the 2012 production of this play, was my first live performance. So it's obviously got a very soft spot for me. And yeah, there's a bunch else that I'm gonna go into detail about. I've got some notes written down for it, but yeah, so yes, I think that's about all I can tell you guys about my application. Hopefully, so next month we have the, halfway through next month we have the open day. It's only like 2 weeks away. I'm very excited. I will be able to have all of my questions answered, be able to finalize all 3 of my tasks and submit that application before the end of August. And yes, then entries will close in October, and then hopefully midway through December I should find out that I've been accepted, and then sort of in that meantime, it's just going to be cramming my PT course out the way, because if I can get even some part-time work on the days that I'm not having to be in class, then I'm going to be able to afford to live in Sydney, which is going to be good. There's also a bunch of other stuff. I can get into sort of the minor details when that actually eventuates. We are manifesting this, we're putting the positive energy out there, we are hoping that it comes back to us in kind, and that I can get into this course. I'm quietly optimistic, but I also don't want to jinx my chances. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and that notification bell if you are new to the channel and want to be notified when I upload new videos. yeah, let me know if you'd be interested in hearing my story or reading my script, or you know, hearing my little story about the boys. If you'd like to see any of those made into a video, let me know in the comments down below. And until next time, guys, keep your head screwed on.